Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today we will be taking out the Tier 5 USSR, the Kirov. Now this is a huge difference from the Svetlana. You automatically jump from having like multiple guns to the normal turrets and multiple guns in those turrets. So it'd be like jumping from the Omaha to the Cleveland, or the the Kuma to the Furataka. So you go into the standard cruiser that you normally see on higher tiers. So survivability, and this is, I believe, only one upgrade on her. She does have one of the whole B. So this is after that. Hit points is 26,200. Armor is 13 to 50 millimeters. So very weak armor. She, as any Soviet cruiser captain knows, you don't want to show broadside because you will get citadel very easily. Artillery is fairly nice. You have 3 turrets, 3 guns each, 180 millimeters. You have 2,500 HE damage and max AP damage of 4,100 with a range of 16.3 kilometers. Let's see, turn time is 20.7 seconds, and you have 135 millimeter dispersion at max range. So the guns are very accurate and very nice. They are very powerful for the tier you are in. Secondary armaments, you have 6 100 millimeters with a range of 4 kilometers. Normally, you don't want to be that close in a Soviet cruiser. That I have found out. Don't recommend getting that close. Torpedoes are your oh shit torpedoes. 4 kilometer range, 64 knots, 14,400 points of damage. You have only 2 on each side with 3 torpedoes each. Defense is a significant improvement compared to the Svetlana. You have 37 millimeters of 70k and 6 100 millimeters of your secondary armaments with a range of 5 kilometers. Wait, I want to see something. So these secondary armaments are actually better AA defense than the actual defending against any possible close targets. That's interesting. Maneuverability, 35.5 knots, very quick. Turning circle radius is 860 meters. Let me put that into perspective. The Yamato has 900 meters, and she is a tier 10 battleship. That is how bad the turning circle radius is. It's terrible. Rudder shift time is nice, but oh my word. 7.8 seconds on the rudder shift time. Concealment is 14.2 kilometers. Air detectability is 7.5 kilometers. So, not bad. I haven't played that many battles with her. I've been busy with my other ships trying to get up with the Ibuki. So, I do have one good game in her. I will be showing it as a replay. Probably should point out what I do have on her. Like I said, I have both the B hull and the increase of the range. So you get 16.3 stock. You have 14.8. So only 600 meters more range compared to your detectability. The hull grants you, let's see, 2,800 points of health plus increase AA mounts, which is kind of nice. So upgrades obviously went for main battery modification, decrease on the dispersion, and decrease risk of flooding and fire as usual. And the captain, Grigory Petrov. I love these names sometimes. Concealment or detection. Sorry. Situation awareness, expert marksman, and I went for the superintendent so I can have additional charge. Now for the Kirov, you don't have the radar until much higher tiers. I want to say 7, tier 7 and higher. So instead I do have hydroacoustics. That's the only one I can go for. And we do just have regular damage control. So anyway, I will see you guys in just a second. Hello everyone, welcome back to a replay in the Kirov on New Dawn. And on our team, we'll just quickly go over it because I just like doing this. It does show off what I'm having to face. And this is what you should be doing every single match. You should always be checking the weaknesses and the strengths of your team and the enemy's team. You have to know what you're up against. On our team, there is a Bogue, 3 Wyomings, Omaha, Furitaka, 2 Kirovs, Phoenix, Kuma, Minakaze, and a Nevny. On the enemy team, there is a Bogue, 3 Wyomings, an Arkansas Beta, which is actually a ship given to the beta testers in closed beta, an Omaha, Furitaka, Kirov, Karlsruhe, Kuma, Nicholas, and a Nevny. And we spawned on the northern part of the map, so that means I will be heading to A. I do have a Minakaze, and keep track of this Minakaze. He's kind of rude. You'll see. And a Omaha, who I don't really know what he's doing, but I don't know what he's doing. So on this map, a lot of players, especially on the southwest spawn, will move towards C. Mostly destroyers will move towards A, and that is what I was expecting to happen. But for some odd reason, the enemy team decided not to take A, which I found rather odd. So with the nice speed on the Kirov, we can get to A fairly quickly. We do have that Minakaze that's going to help us cap A, of course. And we should be able to take cap without being contested against it. So, like I was saying, most of the enemy team is going B and C. And most of our team looks like they're trying to push down C, but kind of trying to push down B. And watch this shot. This Nevny is 11 kilometers away. He's kind of behind this island. And I do take a pot shot. Just watch this. Miraculously, actually get a shot and get a incapacitation on him. Now, that was more due to the fact the dispersion of the shell more than anything else. But we did some damage on a destroyer, which definitely will help our team in the long run. So there is the Nicholas. Let's follow these shells in. See if we can hit him. I don't think we will. It looks like he did turn away. Yep, just barely missed him. Now, if there was one thing I had to complain about the Kirov is the reload on the shells. It is about 14 seconds. So it's very, very slow reload rate. It is, I think, just as bad as the Furitaka. It's been a long time since I played the Furitako. But I'm pretty certain it is. Let's see how these shells go. And the Kirov does die due to our ally Wyoming. So that's always nice. There's that Nevny still kind of hiding. Hoping, I'm guessing, to take out that Wyoming, because that Wyoming is fairly close. But we should be able to get him. Or completely miss. You know, hey. So, the Phoenix does join us. Now, this was a different ship, obviously. The other one was Omaha. So, the Phoenix actually came to A, which I don't really know why. Don't really know why. Maybe he was too scared to get citadeled. I don't know. So with A captured, I am pushing towards B because our team needs it. We are one cap back behind. The enemy has B and C while we only have A. So we definitely need to push it. And here, like I pointed out earlier, this Minakaze Says, get out of A and fight. Like, no shit. I mean, I'm not usually mean, but that was just like, no duh. And I don't think the Minikaze really liked what I said, because he does fire torpedoes at us. I think he actually tried to hit us. So we did fire at the Nevny. It looks like we just missed. And there are all 4 battleships right there. There's 2 Wyomings, and I think there's the other Wyoming kind of back behind us. Yep, right there. So, yep, the Minikaze did fire torpedoes at us, which I was just like, really? Really? You got so pissed off that you had to fire torpedoes. So we are trying to light up the Wyoming, try and do some damage, and try to cap B as well. I'm like, what? Really? You fired torpedoes? So we are in B and we are capping it. Gonna definitely help our team, and our team has lost a battleship and one of our allied destroyers. Let's see, who did we lost the Nevny and another Wyoming. So the Nicholas looks like he's gonna try to help make certain I don't take B, but he's sighted, he's spotted, and he's still 6 kilometers out roughly, and he's not really going to pose much of a threat. We do incapacitation. Look at this. Knocked out one of his guns, torpedo tubes, and his engine. So yeah, he's not a big threat to us, and he should die at this next salvo, and we get a big hit. I'm guessing from one of the Arkansas Beta or maybe the Wyomings. And that was probably just one shell, one citadel. Knocked out our engine. Fortunately, we had to repair. So I did repair, and now I'm retreating. And don't want to run into an island. That would be very bad. So, fortunately, our teams did catch back up. We are now even, but they've only lost cruisers while we've lost 2 of our battleships, which is very unfortunate for us. And this is where the Kirov is really powerful, is this long range and this accuracy. We did catch a fire on that poor Wyoming. Don't think he was very happy about that, because I believe he will start looking at us in second as soon as he detects us. So at this point, B is capped. Not likely anyone's going to go for it. Definitely not. The Wyomings are far too slow, and it looks like some of the battleships are actually trying to go after our Minikaze. And Beater's doing a good job. He hit several of the battleships with his torpedoes, but the carrier knows that he's there, and shit probably won't last very much longer. Let's see, when does he die? I'm kind of curious now, because carrier does have torpedo planes on him. It looks like he's trying to line up a salvo against that Minikaze. Unfortunately for us, we can't see him. Now, ooh, he actually took out one of the battleships. Very good job. Now, if I'm mistaken, the reason why we can't see that Minikaze is he's outside our radio range. Is that correct? Is that why he's, only slightly seen? I think that's how that works. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please let me know. So we still are firing at this Wyoming, being a pesky little bug. This guy probably really doesn't like us. This is the same guy I've been firing at for the last minute or two. Catch him on fire. Look, another fire. Yeah, he's not really happy. So we're going to turn away and provide a narrow area to actually hit us. And he does hit us for 20,500 damage, which is actually fairly good chunk. That's about a 10. Yeah, about a tenth of our health, which is quite sizable at this low tier. But fortunately, we're doing the S maneuver, which a lot of cruisers should be doing. Maybe not so much as this low tier, but you should begin doing the S maneuver. The S maneuver is basically only going slightly broadside to bring all your guns to bear, to fire, and then going as narrow as possible when you're being fired upon, especially against battleships. This is very effective, but it can be very effective against cruisers as well, especially if it's a German cruiser who likes to fire AP shells a lot. So fortunately, the Y-wing turned away. He's no longer focused on us. He's probably more interested in that cruiser who's very close to him. And unfortunately for us, we're just not doing that much amount of damage. But we are still being a pesky little bug. And that's all we really should be doing, because the Kirov does not hold up well against battleships going toe-to-toe with a battleship. I would probably put my money on a battleship. So he's about to die. It looks like he caught on fire again and should die to our friendly cruisers. Now this Arkansas beta, he went and cap B and went all the way north up to this island here and is now swinging around to chase this Wyoming, which I don't really understand why. He should be a slightly more experienced player, but he essentially wasted the time, and the Wyoming is no longer showing a broadside to him, and we set him on fire, which is super nice. But the Wyoming's not showing a broadside, but he is. So if the Wyoming is a decent enough player, he should be able to punish this Arkansas beta with the Citadel. Should happen, but we'll see. So right now we are moving towards B to cap it, and we do have C, so we definitely have the point lead, which is super nice. Now in this game, at the very beginning, I thought we were gonna lose. I really did. So here I am doing actually a kind of neat trick. I don't see him, but I'm using kind of my experience to gauge where the ship would be and is heading, and able to fire and lob our shells over that island. Now there is a slight bug with the shells. Sometimes your shells will actually go over the island, like kind of how you're expecting them to. I've seen my shells, like if I have 3 guns, 2 will go over the island, third will just go right into the island at a lower altitude, which I'm just like, what? Why? So that definitely needs fixed, because I understand when you're close to an island, you're not going to be able to fire over it. Yes, I understand that. But I'm talking when all other shells are going over, but one group of shells does not. Just makes no sense. So we do catch them on fire, and it looks like our ally carrier just dropped some shells onto him, and should be almost about the end for him. He is about 2,000 points of health left, and we did about 2361. So that is our second kill of the game, which is very nice indeed. And essentially we won by... Alright, that is going to be it for this video. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. You guys have a great day. Zaijian.